welcome back. So I thought I would go over some very important information that came through in one of my early videos about embracing what resonates with you, because the information that came through in that video was so important that it needs to be shared again and again and again. And I know that each time I come through to share it, new information comes through anyway. I get a different download and there's a different twist at the end, twist ending. So I'm just going to follow it through. They want me to talk about this today. So it's very important to embrace the beautiful experience that you are having already. You are having. You are the love of the universe. You are a blessing to the universe. It gets to experience everything that you experience. It gets to know all the information that you gather as a soul here. God, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, gains that information as well. Because it's like God is the ocean, if you like, and we are the waves in the ocean. But we are still all a part of this same ocean. Because when I said apart, it sounded like apart as in separate. And it was actually the opposite. We are not separate. As waves of the ocean, we are a part of the same ocean. And so whatever information we gather, the ocean gathers as well. That's why there is that beautiful saying, there is only one of us. Because the beautiful light that is in me is also in you. And if you are drawn to my light, it is because you are able to see more clearly that this beautiful light is in you more and more. I'm hoping with each video. It is not about you seeing my beautiful light and you're attracted to it like a moth to a flame. It's about you being able to see your beautiful light, using me as a mirror, that you can see your own reflection. All the beautiful things that you see in the world, you see them because they are you. They're already in you. When you stop to admire a beautiful rose, the beauty that you see in that beautiful rose is you. You are admiring yourself in that beautiful rose. So what was important about that beautiful video was that, yes, we are all one. That wasn't part of that video, but we are all one. And so, but more important was, to love everything about your experience. Love everything about who you are. Because you chose it. You chose to come and have this beautiful experience. And everything that is showing up for you, everything that appears in your life, in your awareness, is meant for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't notice it. Why do some people read the Bible and others don't? Why are some of us brought up in Catholic Church and others aren't? Why were you brought up in the religion that you were brought up in? It gives you all these ideas about what God is. But why that religion? Why not another religion? Why were you born in the country you were born in? Why not halfway across the world? Do you ever stop to think? Do you think it was a coincidence that you were born where you're born and not halfway across the world? Or why you were born to the parents that you had and not to the parents in the house next door? All of these things should get you thinking, why did I have this experience? What am I doing here? What is my experience? And everything that is showing up for you is perfect for you, for your path. And I know that if you are here, it's because part of your path is becoming aligned with your beautiful higher self, getting in communication with your beautiful spirit team. All of this is part of your path, or you wouldn't be here. There are no coincidences. There are no mistakes. There is no such thing. Everything is on your path for a reason. It's all designed that way. When I stop to think about how things happened in my life, how things came about, and what it was, why it was there, what it was meant to show me. And the moment I have the realization of what I was meant to gain and how that all came about, sometimes just blows my mind. You know, it's just, whoa, incredible. You know, just incredible. Just even thinking that it took over 15 years for my daughter to be born. If she hadn't been born, would I have had my first awakening? Would I have had an awakening at all? Or would I still be spending the rest of my days thinking that this is it, this is life? To spend the rest of my days angry with my parents, blaming them for everything. This is life. You know? Why did I have to wait 15 years to have my daughter? Why didn't she come after 2 or 3 years of me being with my partner, with my husband? Why the big gap? You know, that everything is planned meticulously. Because those 15 years that I was waiting, I was so sure that she was the one that was going to make me feel loved. Like the love that I had been waiting for my whole life from my mother. And I never received. I was waiting for that to come from my daughter. I thought she was going to be the one. And through her, I was going to feel loved. Finally. 15 years I'd been waiting. Over 15 years to be exact. Over. That's a long time. To have this huge expectation on a being that hasn't even arrived yet. And then when they come, you realize, oh, wait, that's not it. That's not it. That's not what I was looking for. All this time. And during all those years, there was all this anger towards my mother who couldn't love me. All this anger. But it was designed that way. Even last year when I went to see my parents and they completely shut me out after that visit. They're not talking to me now. Even that was a blessing. Because it was then, in the 2 weeks that I was there, I was able to see my little one. I was able to re-experience my first 20 years of living at home. I had forgotten what it was like to live at home with my mum. And in those 2 weeks, I got to remember. And every day was remembering different memories from my childhood of things I had gone through with this person. And as I got on the plane and I got home, it wasn't until a few weeks later that I realized, oh, thank you. Now I understand. That the love I was yearning for is not from another person. She has her own experiences that she came to have. My mum, she came to have these experiences of people letting you down, of people disappointing you, of people not loving you the way you deserve. This is her experience. No matter what we do, it's never good enough. Because in her eyes, she's not good enough. It's that simple. But for me, what I got out of that experience was that the love we're looking for is not out there in another person. They're just experiences, human experiences, and they're beautiful human experiences. Truly they are. The experience I have with my daughter is amazing. The experience I have with my husband, amazing, beautiful. The experience with my mother-in-law, another beautiful experience. And I treasure all of them. I do. I love the human experience I came to have. Even all the experiences with my mum and my dad and my sister, all of it perfect for me, for what I came to experience. That when you understand that you are good enough, just as you are, when you are good enough, when you're good enough, just as you are, not because you have a title, not because you have a degree, not because you've lost weight, not because of you're so pretty on the outside, not because of anything that you can do externally, but you just are good enough right now as you are. Doesn't matter what you look like. And I'm not talking about the external. I'm just talking about the whole picture. When you understand that you are good enough, that's when you allow the love in. Because it's the opposite. I understood it going through my first relationship with my first partner, that I could not allow the love in. I couldn't accept it because I wasn't good enough to be with him. That was my experience. I wasn't good enough. And as long as you are not good enough, you won't allow that love in. You just don't. I know because I lived it firsthand. And because I've lived it firsthand, I can understand it in my mum. I can't change it because no matter what I've done to prove to her that I love her unconditionally, she, in her mind, is not good enough to receive my love. And that is her perfect human experience. It's beautiful, it's perfect, just as it is. I understand now. Not being good enough is what blocks out other people. So, we block them out because it hurts. It hurts to not be good enough. The reason I wanted to bring this one up today is for those of you who this may be your block with your spirit guides and with anything in life. Anything. Money, partners. Not good enough is a big one that the collective came here to experience, because there are so many people here having this same experience. Different things, but same. Not good enough to be loved, not good enough to receive, not good enough, not good enough. So if you're in this boat of not good enough, it could be that energy, because it's an energy that you put in. You focus on, I'm not good enough, and that's in your energetic field. And what it does is it puts up a wall. I'm not good enough. Here's my wall. You're on that side of the wall. I'm on this side of the wall. I'm not letting you in because I'm not good enough to be in the same space as you. I'm not good enough to be loved by you. And that's what happens with your beautiful spirit team. They're sitting on the other side of that wall. They're waiting. They're there. They're always in your field, like they're always around you. But they can't come in if you don't let them. And that wall, that not good enough wall, is a big wall. I know because I've had it for a long time. It took a long time to let that wall down. The not good enough wall. So, have a think today. Is it perhaps you feel you're not good enough, that you're not allowing these beautiful beings into your space? Do you see them as up on a pedestal, as way up there, and they're so holy that they can't possibly be in your space? Because I know for me, that was all conditioning from church, from years and years and years of being told that I was unworthy, that I wasn't good enough. But it wasn't something within my heart that I knew for sure. Oh yeah, I can't be with them, with these beautiful spirit guides, because I'm not good enough. I wasn't born with that. That was something I learnt here on earth to create this beautiful human experience. So there's something for you to think about today. And with that, everything. Is it, your relationship with your partner? Do you keep your partner at bay, at a distance? You don't allow them in further than, say, there. Because you're not good enough for their love. Your children. Do you keep them at a distance because you're not good enough for their love? Money? Do you keep money at a distance because you're not good enough to receive it? And so it goes. It can be for everything that's going on in your life. Everything. So, most of these videos, because I've done a poll and most people have picked that they want to learn more and more about spirit guides, and that is the goal. So a lot of the information we share is to assist you on that journey, because I feel many of you are here for that. But you have to be open and you have to allow. And if you're still sitting in the space of I'm not good enough, how can they come through when there's a big wall? You've put up a huge wall that says not good enough. Please do not enter. How can people come through? How can money come in? How can your spirit guides communicate to you clearly? So, as I said before, and I've said in previous videos, your spirit guides are with you always. They're always around. And if there is information for you that is for your path, and it's part of your experience, they will find a way to get that information through. It'll be through another person. It'll be through something, a way that you won't be able to ignore, because it's part of your divine path, the experience that you came to have. So they will make sure that you receive that, no matter how it comes through. But for you to have a beautiful, direct communication to them, to the divine, to your higher self, to all of it, we need to start tearing down these walls. The wall of not being good enough, the wall of being unworthy. All of those walls that we put up around us to protect ourselves from being hurt. So, is it time, my beautiful beings, today to know within your heart how good you are, how loved you are, that this has all been created for you, all of it. how loved you are, that you can come and have this gorgeous human experience. No judgments. Whatever you choose, the universe is a big yes. It's behind you 100%. Because it knows that you are love. It knows. And it trusts you 100%. And we need to learn to do the same. We need to trust that the universe has our back, that the universe knows our path, and it will provide everything we need for our experience, however that looks. All right, my beautiful beings. I love you guys so much. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And as we said before, if any of these beautiful videos touch your heart, share them. Spread the love, that it may remind one more person in this world of the beautiful love that they are, of how good they are, of how loved they are. All right, my beautiful beings. Bye for now.